Do you think the WWE and wrestling period, AEW hasn't been doing this of late. They haven't been doing a way better job at this.
Okay.
But do you think wrestling companies take title reigns too seriously? And when I say that is every champion doesn't have to have an 8-month run or 6-month run or a year run, right? With the belt. I think in order for your TV to be good, and I think this is why wrestling on both channels, like I said, not TNA, AEW's been doing it a little bit better. But I think the main reason why TV is stale, especially on WWE, is because there's no unpredictability. Because we expect CM Punk to hold his belt to Mania. We just expect it. I'm gonna take you back to WWF 01.
Okay.
Kurt Angle had the belt. He went into the Royal Rumble and he defeated Triple H, and he kept his belt, right? And then he goes into No Way Out, and then so at the Royal Rumble, he defeats Triple H because Austin interfered in that match at the Royal Rumble, and Kurt Angle kept his belt. And then later on the Royal Rumble, Austin won the Royal Rumble, right? If it's today's time, we're looking like, okay, Austin Angle. And we just know. We just know. But we know what happened in February, No Way Out. The Rock beats Kurt Angle.
Yep.
To win the belt. And then your WrestleMania the next month is Rock versus Austin, which is probably one of the most successful WrestleManias of all time in 01. Then it's the Houston one.
Yep.
But if that would happen today, where Angle just beats Triple H for the to keep his belt, and Austin wins the Royal Rumble, Austin, we in our mind as fans, we know that Angle keeping that belt, and Austin just going to Royal Rumble by Angle, and there's no suspense, and there's no storytelling, and there's no unpredictability, and we're just okay, we respect that. But because it was unpredictable, Rock beats Angle, and then we get the match that we get. So what I'm saying is these companies need to stop trying to give us these long ass title reigns and just be unpredictable. I ain't saying you got to be Russo and give the belt up every week. I'm not saying you have to be that. Yeah, but just give. So many people only need 2 months with the belt.
I agree. I mean, I like what they were doing with the U.S. title. And some people were complaining about how often that belt was moving around. And if you really think about it, it didn't move that quick. But the open challenge gave you just enough edge to be like, you never know when they're going to lose it. And they could lose it on a regular show, or they could lose it at a PLE. If it ever gets featured on a PLE again. You know, and then throwing shade on that one, because the mid-card titles still deserve a spot, because those guys work just as hard, if not harder, than some of the main eventers do. I think that unpredictability is what made every show must see.
Yeah.
Because you could tune into Raw. You could watch Raw the next week and see that the title changed hands at a house show.
Yep.
I mean, you never knew when the belt was going to change hands. And I don't like being able to, and maybe that comes with watching a product for so long that we have a different outlook on it now. But at the same time, if you really break it down like you just did, it was different back then.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the lens we were viewing it through. It was just different back then. The booking was different back then. And that's what makes your show that much more appealing, because we don't, you watch a movie and you know, okay, the good guys are probably going to win at the end. But then you watch the Avengers and then you see where Thanos had everybody tapping out and the movie ends. And it's like, wait a minute. Oh, snap. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, snap. Okay, it leave you on the edge of your seat. You can't wait to see the next one.
Yep.
But, you know, these type of shows, you don't know if the good guys are going to win. You don't know if the bad guys are going to win.
Yeah.
You just know somebody going to win.
Yep.
And you don't want to be able to know who's going to win all the time.
Right.
Like this chamber, we expected maybe Cody Rhodes was going to take it. I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah.
But still, there's a reason why everybody picked Cody Rhodes, because that's the direction it normally goes.
Yeah.
So we want that just be spontaneous again.
Yeah. This one shows like Game of Thrones are good. They're not afraid to kill off their top stars on the show.
Yeah.
That what made the show so unpredictable. You didn't know. They were gonna knock off anyone they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my fan favorites.
Yeah. Don't care. Okay, I mean, it can hurt sometimes as far as viewership for people who tune in just for that specific person. But I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Walking Dead was one of those.
Yep.
In a way.
But it kind of like when you playing shows like that, you kind of know eventually some folk got to get murked.
Yeah.
But WWE, I just think if we go back to that unpredictability, go back to that nobody's expected to hold this till Mania, because that Finn Balor win last night actually would have shaken things up a lot.
Yeah.
Like people
in a good way.
Yeah, it would. People were expecting like Punk's gonna win this because they gonna. Like, we don't want to have to be able to do that and know we're right. Yes, it feels good to be right, but we don't always want to be right.
We always don't want to be right. We want to be surprised. I want to be like, ooh, okay, I wonder what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I gotta watch. So
yeah,
just
bring that back.
Yeah, please bring that.
Bring that back. Title changes are good for business, and of course, when done right.
When done right.
But it's good for business, man. So I agree. Bring back the spontaneity.
Please.
Bring it back.